Hi everybody. In this video, we'll be continuing our series about economics for beginners. This series will cover some of the very basics of economics. This will be the second video in our series, so if you haven't already, make sure to watch part 1 of our series too. So let's begin today's lesson. So before we get into our lesson for today, let's go over a quick recap. I strongly recommend you to watch over this video if you haven't already, because some concepts may prove to be confusing to you if you haven't watched the last video. So please take a moment now and pause the video to read through this recap. Okay, remember, economic theories are created by following a specific process. The first step in this process is observation and measurement. The second step in this process is building the model, and the last step is testing the model. Also remember, real-world factors determine observation and measurement, and that only positive statements are used in the creation of economic theories. Also remember, positive statements use observation and measurement, also known as O&M. So now we're going to move into our main topic for today, fallacies. Another word for fallacies is pitfalls. So fallacy means faulty reasoning or false assumption. It means to mistakenly believe something without evidence. An example of a fallacy is that since 10 people out of 25 people in your math class will be getting the new smartphone this weekend, everyone in your class will be getting the new smartphone. This is an example of a fallacy, as it is a false assumption that lacks substantial evidence. While there are many fallacies in daily life, there are also economic fallacies too. In fact, there are many different types of economic fallacies. I'll be talking about only a few different types, but if you're interested, you can easily find all the different types online. So the first example we're going to take tonight is the fallacy of composition, which is the error of assuming that what is true for the sample is true for the whole. You might see this as extremely similar to the smartphone example I just talked about, and that'll be correct. A fallacy of composition is assuming that because something is true for the small sample, it is true for everybody. An example of this fallacy in economics is that since 5 out of 100 video games stores in New York City are seeing a great demand for a certain video game, all video game stores in New York City are seeing a great demand for this video game. Another type of fallacy is known as a post-hoc fallacy. This fallacy generally follows the form. So the second event is followed by the first event. The second event is caused by the first event. An example of this is, since my baseball team has been losing ever since I got new cleats. My baseball team is losing is because I got new cleats. Another example of a fallacy is substitution fallacy, also known as a masked man fallacy. A substitution fallacy occurs with the belief that if two or more names refer to the same thing, they can be used interchangeably. This is a fallacy, as not everything can be used interchangeably, even if they refer to the same thing. An example of this is, my friend told me that Luke Skywalker was a hero. Mark Hamill plays Luke Skywalker. Therefore, my friend told me that Mark Hamill is a hero. This isn't true, as Mark Hamill isn't necessarily a hero for playing a character that was a hero. Another example of a fallacy is an opportunity cost fallacy. An opportunity cost fallacy is a fallacy where the benefit that is lost when choosing one alternative over another. An example of this is choosing between purchasing a MacBook or a Windows computer. Either of these choices will have a benefit that is lost by choosing the other alternative. So let's dive a little bit more into opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is simply the benefit that is lost by choosing one alternative over another. In economic terms, it is the return that is lost by choosing one alternative over another. The formula that is used to calculate opportunity cost is the benefit or return of the best option available minus the benefit or return of the option that you chose. You can see the formula to the right of the screen. So let's talk about a real example right now. Mr. A decides between spending on one of two different softwares. Software A has the benefit of a return of $5. Software B has the benefit of $10. Mr. A is wondering what would the opportunity cost be if he chooses software A. So remember, the opportunity cost formula is the benefit on the best option minus the benefit on the chosen option. The chosen option is software A. Software A has a benefit of $5, so the benefit on the chosen option is $5. Software B has a benefit of $10, and thus is the benefit for the best option available. So now you subtract the benefit on the best option minus the benefit on the chosen option. So it's $10, which is software B, minus $5, software A. Remember, $10 is the benefit on the best option, and $5 is the benefit of the chosen option. So, the opportunity cost is $5. Also pay attention that if Mr. A were to choose software B instead, the opportunity cost would be $0, because the benefit of the best option is $10, and the benefit on the chosen option is also $10. So the opportunity cost would be $0 if Mr. A chose software B instead. So finally, let's connect everything together that we have learned so far in both of our videos. So opportunity cost is the benefit lost for not choosing the other alternative. Opportunity cost is one of the types of fallacies. These fallacies are known as false assumptions, which are often based without sufficient evidence. When developing a theory, many people make fallacies, which often end up in developing an incorrect economic theory, or developing incorrect solutions in these theories. So that will be it for our lesson today. It is a shortened lesson than the previous one, but please make sure to like us and subscribe this video if you like it. I'll be making more videos on economics too, as this is only part 2 in our series. In fact, my next video will be part 3 in the series about economics for beginners. So make sure to like and subscribe to this channel if you like what you're seeing so far, and to know when that video drops. So thank you for joining me today.